What's up, everybody? It's SirBlazeMore, and thank you for helping me reach 2,000 subscribers. And as promised, I'm doing a Q&A, and I've gone through and selected several questions that you guys posted down in the comments, and I'm going to go through them and just try to give you guys some honest answers. And yeah, let's get right into it. So this was definitely the most popular question I received. It says, "How did you decide your YouTube name, and do you really blaze?" So I came up with my YouTube name and gamer tag probably about 5 or 6 years ago. When I was a freshman in college, I was heavy blazer, you could say, and I was just trying to think of like a cool name that would incorporate that and sounded cool. So came up with Sir Blazemore, and that's how it went. Right now, though, I haven't been smoking. I haven't smoked in probably 4 or 5 months. And yeah, I mean, it's nice to have just a clear head sometimes, and you never know, I might go back to it eventually. So we'll see. Stutter1 asks, "Where are you from?" So originally, I was born in Pennsylvania. I moved to North Carolina when I was about 5 years old, and I've lived in North Carolina ever since. Currently, I'm living in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, but I spent probably about 6 years in Wilmington, North Carolina, which is right on the beach, and I really liked it there. Chapel Hill's not too bad though. I like it here as well. Chopper the Man asks, "Do you blaze, and when did you start YouTube and why?" So I'm not going to answer the first question again. I just covered that, but I started YouTube probably about 6 months ago, and basically I started it because I was watching a lot of different YouTubers playing GTA, and then all of a sudden they were playing my races, and I was like, wow, well, if these guys are playing my races and they're successful at YouTube, then maybe I could be successful at YouTube and I make my own races. So I felt like that might give me a little heads up on some of them. And yeah, so far so good. I've found it a lot of fun, and it's been pretty successful so far, I would say. Chandler Roman asks, "Is YouTube a full-time job, or do you go to school or have another job? If so, what job, and what YouTubers do you look up to that inspire you?" So right now, YouTube is definitely not a full-time job. There'd be no way for me to support myself with the little bit of money that I make off of YouTube. I mean, we're talking like pennies a day. Um, if you watch my vlog number 2, I kind of show you what I do for a living. I do construction and remodeling. Um, and it's an alright job. I get paid pretty good, and it's pretty fulfilling to see some stuff come together, like an awesome bathroom and stuff. And I will be uploading some new vlogs for that as we progress through that project. Um, and as far as YouTubers that inspire me, I have to say probably the first YouTuber that I ever became a big fan of was probably Woody's Gamertag. Back when he was making like a lot of Call of Duty videos, he would do like inspirational videos and just all kinds of different stuff, like showing like awesome Call of Duty players and breaking down their gameplays and stuff like that. Right now, I watch all the GTA players, the Sidemen, uh, you know, T. Martin sometimes. This is kind of boring. And then, like all my friends. And yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it. Alex Naden asks, "How many bears could Bear Grylls grill if Bear Grylls could grill bears?" And he also asks, "What would I do with $1 million?" So to answer the first part of the question, I think Bear Grylls would only be able to grill one bear at a time because a bear weighs like 800 pounds, and that would take quite a bit of grilling and hauling and cutting to grill one bear up. So, I mean, hypothetically, he could grill as many bears as he wants, but it's just going to take a long time. So he'd probably get tired of it and only grill one bear. And as far as the second question, what would I do with $1 million? definitely improve my setup, get new TV, some new monitors, a new PC, some new headphones, actual mic to record with, not just a Turtle Beach mic. Um, and then, all the cliche things like a big house and a fast sports car and probably like two or three girlfriends and yeah, all that good stuff. Bit Junkie asks, what motivates you to do YouTube videos? So I get my motivation mostly from you guys, the subscribers. When I get like positive comments and people tell me that I'm their favorite YouTuber, that like my race is really fun, or just all the positive comments. I mean, it just really boosts my self-esteem and makes me feel like I'm doing something positive and, helping other people feel happiness in some sort of way. And if I can do that, then, I mean, what's better than that? So, uh, yeah, that's pretty much my motivation. I mean, eventually, in the back of my mind, I would definitely love if it could become like a career and I could do it full time because that would be basically like a dream job. I mean, I'd be doing what I love to do and making money for it. So hopefully one day. We'll see. Scobe606 asks, on average, how much time do you spend on making videos and different GTA content? So on average, I mean, I spend, I go to work. I go to work at 8 a.m. I get off at 4:30. I usually get on working on videos and editing and recording races about like 6 p.m. and I'm usually up till midnight, 1 o'clock working on them. I mean, it's a lot of work. I mean, so probably on average like 4 to 6 hours a day. Um, Sometimes I can get ahead with my videos and stuff, and then I might take like a little break for a day or something like that. But I always feel like I'm wasting my time. I should be making something or making a new race or making a new video or just something like that. So yeah, I spend a whole lot of time on it. Neutral Expert asks, are you going to do funny videos with your friends? And what advice would you give to a person starting a YouTube channel? So to answer the first question, I have done a few funny moments videos where we just mess around in free mode. They're usually a lot harder to edit, and it's tough to come up with like good ideas that would be funny. I just kind of try to be funny in the races and hang out with funny people. But yeah, we probably will do more free roam funny moments in the future. And as far as the second question about advice for someone starting YouTube, I don't know if I'm like the best person to ask that, but if I had to say anything, I would say just to be yourself and not to try to put on like a front for YouTube, like make some different person than who you are. I mean, because then everyone will see right through it and see you're fake. So, yeah, I just try to, be who I am, and that's all you can do. Just try to be funny and entertaining. So, yeah. Fade Mexican asks, are you partnered with Curse? And if not, then who are you partnered with? So currently I am partnered with Curse Network. They're pretty good. I like them because you can just email somebody and they get back to you within hours and they're really helpful and stuff. With YouTube, there's like no way to contact anyone really. There's no support if you're a YouTube partner. And, my friend Not As Easy As It Sounds and PD Pan Mofo are both partnered with Curse, so I figured I'd give them a try, and so far, so good. I enjoy them. They've been good to me. Sniffa22 asked me, what are my opinions on Vicstar123 and the rest of the Sidemen, and my thoughts on them playing my maps? So, I enjoy the Sidemen videos for the most part. Um, I do find them sometimes they can be kind of annoying when like everyone's screaming over top of each other, and to me it's sometimes hard to understand their the British dialect that they're speaking with, and then they're all screaming over each other, and it's like, holy crap, what are they even talking about right now? But there have been, you know, there are several races and different videos I've seen that I find myself laughing at, and as far as them playing my races, I think it's really cool. I mean, it helps me gain a lot of notoriety and stuff. I wish that they would link the races in the videos, um, or give me like a guest spot on a Sidemen video, man. I'm right here. Come on, I'll do a video with you guys. Architect Films asked me why my dog's name is Lucky. Well, I kind of forced him to ask me. So I got Lucky probably about 3 years ago. He was a rescue from the pound, so pretty much saved his life. If he wouldn't have gotten rescued, then he would have put him down. And within like the first, gosh, it was like the first like 2 weeks of owning him, we hadn't even named him yet, and he would eat like anything off the ground. And one day he ate. We weren't sure what he ate, but come to find out, it was a sewing needle, and the sewing needle got stuck in his throat, like right here, and he was just like, like coughing super hard, and we could just tell there was something stuck in his throat, and then we figured out it was the needle, and we took him to the vet, and they x-rayed him, and we could see the needle in his throat, and they were saying that if they had to cut him open, like an emergency operation, it would have cost like $10,000, and there was no way that we had the money to do that. And luckily, they were able to reach their hands down in his throat and pull the needle out, and he was perfectly fine. So after that day, we just decided to name him Lucky. So that's how he got his name. Damian Garcia asks, why did you decide to do GTA videos, and are there any other games you want to record? I chose to do GTA 5 videos because that's pretty much the game that I played all the time. I was making races for a long time before I ever started YouTube, and I just really enjoyed playing GTA Online with my friends and stuff. It was super fun. And then when I figured out how you can make like all these cool races and stuff, it got even cooler to me. And I just figured, I play this all the time, so why not share my excitement and my knowledge of the game with everybody else? So that's pretty much how I got into GTA 5. And as far as other games I want to record, I was thinking about starting to do some PC games. So maybe like some Gary's mod, and then obviously like GTA 5 when it comes out on PC probably, and I don't know, what other cool games there are for PC. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. I'd be interested to hear what you guys would like to see me play. So yeah. PD Pan Mofo asks, other than GTA, what's my favorite game of all time, and what was my first game and system? If I had to pick another game other than GTA 5 as my favorite game of all time, it'd probably have to be Halo 2 and the Halo franchise as a whole. I used to be really into competitive Halo playing back in Halo 2 days. I was part of like an amateur MLG team. We went to MLG Charlotte, like, I don't even know, like 2009 or something like that. Didn't do very good, but we did some local tournaments and did pretty decent in those, and would always kick ass online. And I just loved that game. It was just so much fun. And then eventually got into like Call of Duty and then GTA. But Halo always has a special place in my heart. And the first game console I ever had was, like I think Super Nintendo with Duck Hunt and Super Mario Brothers. But the first console that I ever owned personally was a PlayStation 1, and the first game I ever got for it was Soul Calibur. And I thought that was just the coolest fighting game because it was like the first time I saw 3D rendered graphics, and I just thought it was amazing. So, Sweet Dreams asked the big one. What's the meaning of life? So this is obviously a tough question, something that people have been wondering for all eternity. Everybody kind of has to ask themselves that question. And I think it's just, up to the every person to decide what the meaning of life is for them. Um, I think mostly it's finding what makes you happy and going after that and just trying to be the happiest person you can be. Trying to fill your life up with things that have meaning and just try to do good deeds in the world that people will remember you by. Um, so yeah, I think that would be my meaning of life, but to other people it could mean different things. So, and finally, the only Bane asks, do you like potatoes, radishes, or Serbian dinner? All I have to say in regards to those three questions is shut the hell up, Bane!